Imagine trying to answer a simple question, but Google didn't exist. No internet, no smartphone, no instant results. Before Google became part of everyday life, people had to find information in very different ways. If you wanted information, you had to work for it. You asked other people, opened encyclopedias, read newspapers, or even went to the library just to find a single answer. But today, if we want to know something, we simply open our phone, type into a search bar, and within seconds, the answer appears. In this video, we're going to look back at 10 things almost everyone did before Google changed the way we search for information forever. Welcome back to Americhive, the place where we explore objects, habits, and nostalgic moments from the past that were once an important part of everyday life. If you enjoy nostalgic journeys like this one, don't forget to subscribe and join us as we continue exploring the past together. Now, let's rewind the clock and take a look at how people found answers before modern search engines existed. Encyclopedias. Before Google, many families owned a full set of encyclopedias, usually neatly arranged on a shelf in the living room or study. These collections often contained dozens of heavy volumes filled with thousands of pages of information. They covered almost every topic imaginable, from world history to science to technological discoveries and biographies of famous people. When kids were given school assignments, they were often asked to find information inside these books. They had to open the index in the back, look up a keyword, and then flip through the pages to find the right article. It required patience. Sometimes it could take quite a while just to find one small piece of information. But at the time, owning encyclopedias at home was seen as a sign that a family valued education and knowledge. As the internet and digital search engines grew, those shelves full of encyclopedias slowly began disappearing from many homes. Phone books, or yellow pages. Years ago, almost every home had a large phone book, often placed near the telephone. Inside were thousands of phone numbers for people and businesses throughout the city. If someone wanted to find the number for a restaurant, an auto repair shop, or a doctor, they simply opened the book and searched through it. The Yellow Pages section listed businesses by category. But once the internet introduced online business directories and digital maps, these phone books slowly lost their purpose. Today, many younger people don't even know that phone books like this once existed. Calling directory assistants. If someone couldn't find a phone number at home, they still had another option. They could call directory assistants. Operators had access to large databases of phone numbers and could help locate the number someone was looking for. For example, if someone wanted to call a restaurant or hotel, the operator could find the number within seconds. This service used to be very common, especially before the internet became widespread. But as online search engines began delivering results much faster, services like this gradually disappeared. Asking other people. Before answers were available online, asking other people was one of the most common ways to find information. If someone wanted to know how to fix something, they might ask a neighbor who had more experience. If they were trying to find a specific address, they might ask someone on the street for directions. Even cooking recipes were often learned by asking family members or friends. It may sound simple, but it created far more social interaction than we often see today. In many ways, life before the internet encouraged people to talk more and share knowledge face-to-face. Going to the library. Libraries were once one of the main places people went to search for information. Students, researchers, and even everyday adults frequently visited libraries to find reference books. Inside the library, visitors usually used card catalogs to locate the books they needed. After finding the right card, they would write down the book's classification number and then search for it on the shelves. Compared to modern digital searches, the process may seem slow today, but libraries provided access to an enormous amount of knowledge. Reading newspapers and magazines. Before news was instantly available online, many families relied on newspapers and magazines as their main sources of information. Every morning, newspapers were delivered directly to people's homes. Readers would learn about politics, the economy, sports, and major events happening around the world. Magazines were also extremely popular, especially for topics like technology, cars, hobbies, and lifestyle. For many people, reading the morning newspaper or a weekend magazine was simply part of daily life. But as online news and social media emerged, the habit of reading printed media slowly declined. By the way, do you remember using any of the things on this list? Let us know in the comments. Which one did you use the most? Using atlas books and paper maps. Before digital navigation apps existed, people relied on atlas books and paper maps to find their way. These maps were often kept inside the car, especially for long road trips. If a driver got lost, they might have to pull over at a gas station or stop along the side of the road just to unfold a large paper map and figure out where they were. Reading paper maps required a certain skill, especially when interpreting scale and direction. But once GPS systems and smartphones appeared, paper maps were almost completely replaced by digital navigation. Watching educational TV programs. Television was once an important source of knowledge. Many channels aired documentaries about science, history, nature, and technology. Entire families often watched these programs together in the living room. For many kids, educational television programs were one of the most exciting ways to learn about the world. Today, most people prefer to search directly online for videos or articles, rather than waiting for a specific TV program to air. Reading instruction manuals. When someone bought a new device in the past, whether it was a camera, computer, or kitchen appliance, they almost always read the instruction manual that came with it. These manuals were often thick and filled with step-by-step instructions explaining how to use every feature. If something went wrong with the device, the only options were to reread the manual or call customer service. Today, many people simply search online or watch a tutorial video on YouTube. Memorizing information. Before search engines stored nearly everything for us, people often had to remember much more information themselves. Phone numbers, home addresses, important schedules, and even directions were often memorized or written down in small notebooks. Today, almost all of that information is automatically stored inside our smartphones. But for many people, the time when we had to remember more things ourselves feels like a unique part of everyday life in the past. The changes in technology over the past few decades have completely transformed how we find information. Things that once required time, effort, and patience can now be done in just seconds. But for many people, those older methods still bring a sense of nostalgia. It was a time when finding an answer felt like a process, not just typing a few words into a screen. And who knows, maybe one day, the technology we rely on today will look just as outdated to future generations. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video as we continue exploring fascinating moments from the past.